the function f is given. Sketch the graph f. Use the graph f to sketch the inverse graph, and then find the inverse. All right, so we need to sketch this graph. We know that it's x cubed minus 1, which means it's going to go down 1. And then it's x cubed, so it's going to be over 1 up 1, and then over 2 up 8, because 2 cubed is 8. That's going to be here, and then it's going to go down over left 1, down 1, because negative 1 cubed is still negative 1, and then left 2 down 8. 1, 2. So that's going to be down here. So my graph is going to look something like this. Now I want to graph the inverse. Now the inverse, remember, is going to be switching your x and y. So this point right here is 0, negative 1. This point right here is 1, 0. This point right here is, it looks like 2, 7. This one's going to be negative 2, negative 9. And this one is going to be negative 1, negative 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch our x and y's. So this point, instead of 0, negative 1, is going to be negative 1, 0, which is going to be right here. This point, 1, 0, is going to be 0, 1, which is going to be here. 2, 7 has become 7, 2. Negative 1, negative 2 is going to be negative 2, negative 1. And then negative 2, 9 is going to be negative 9, 2. So that's going to be down here. So it's going to look something like this. All right, now we're going to find the inverse. So we're going to call this y now. Switch my inputs and outputs just like I did before on the graph. And add 1. And I'm going to make this equal y cubed. Cube root both sides. So y equals the cube root of x plus 1. Now we know that the cube root is going to look like this. And the x plus 1 means it's going to be shifted to the left one. Now look, that's what happened. Now here's another interesting that happens. If you graphed it correctly, it should be reflexive along this line right here. And it is, so we're good.